Hi. Yeah, I'm actually back filming for once. Hi guys, so I'm sorry to interrupt, but as you can see, I've got Turbo Miata back. Yay! I just wanted to briefly interrupt today's video. Sorry, my hair's going crazy. To mention, I now have a Patreon account. It will be linked down in the description down below. And please go check it out. I've got a couple of benefits listed already, as well as already some posts that I've made on there for those who will follow it so far. So yeah, please go check it out. Let me know what you guys think. And then also consider maybe becoming a Patreon. The Patreon is not just for the YouTube channel, although what your monthly subscriptions would go towards is obviously towards the Turbo Miata and making fun content and stuff like that. But it's more so what I'm basing it on is investment towards my business, so the body kit side of things. So if you guys want to see the wide body kit, or give me a second, or the roof wing, or the boot lip wing, or the diffuser, and stuff like that I have planned for my car, or even the version 2 headlight kit, mind you, I have a version 2 headlight kit coming out. If you guys want to see that happen sooner, if you guys want to be a part of the behind the scenes process of that, get insider information on it, get sneak peeks on it, as well as maybe be the first people to be able to purchase it, go check out my Patreon. Also, please do keep in mind, it's not just MX-5 stuff. I am trying to branch out and look at 200SX, GD86, and even Evo and Subaru stuff. I'm trying to expand my horizons as much as possible. It's obviously just easier because I have an MX-5. But yeah, anyway, enjoy the rest of today's video. Let me catch you guys up on the whole Miata debacle.
What did he say?
Finally got the clutch back. Unfortunately, that had a delay because the guy got the wrong parts. I don't think he ordered the wrong parts, but he had the wrong parts. Anyway, have the clutch back, so that's great. It's here at Callum. Callum's actually already fitted it in the car, in the box, boxes on the car and stuff. Over here, we can see that the car is actually now all parked up and stuff. Callum also managed to do a little shift boot for me, so my car won't be as hot and noisy inside, so that's great. Thank you, Callum, you're a wizard. If we come here to the coils quickly, we can see that the coil, well, the progress with the coils is going well. We've got the plugs on. I had to go fetch and buy plugs. The wiring is all done for them. Unfortunately, we've hit yet another issue. If we come here to the ECU is currently set to, I'm assuming what the stock coils were, which is a negative trigger, whilst these are a positive trigger. So we're going to have to, well, I have to now take my ECU to Power Mods, which is 5 minutes down the road, although Callum's on the other side of the planet. So that's great. So I have to go to them, see if they can reset the ECU so that now will work with these coils. And then on top of that, we're not actually sure if this ECU can actually do launch control. So that's very sad, but it is what it is. The car's making good progress. The car, have you driven the car yet since we got the clutch?
Up and down a little bit, yeah. Feels perfect. All working well.
Okay, yeah. So pictures on screen of what the new clutch actually looks like. Yeah, there's been a lot of progress. Unfortunately, just it's been an absolute shit show trying to get this thing sorted out. But it is what it is. It's all sorted out.
It is what it is.
Okay, well, I'll catch you guys up when, well, more progress is done. But for now, that is a small update for you. Alrighty, well, yesterday morning I dropped off my ECU. Oh, hold on. ECU. Power Mods, there we go. I dropped off my ECU at Power Mods and I asked them to please change it from a, let me remember this correctly, Callum said it needs to go from a negative trigger to a positive trigger for the coils. I believe that's what he said. Anyway, so we sorted that out. Unfortunately, when I got to Power Mods, they were busy dyno tuning a Voki Corsa, bruv. And they said that I'm pretty much only going to get my ECU back this afternoon or tomorrow. As you guys saw, I already have the ECU, and that's because the guys from Power Mods came in absolute clutch. Thanks, bruvs. I don't know why I said bruvs. Please don't criticize me. I'm trying my best. I'm trying to be cool. They came in clutch. They did it for me last night. I can now take my ECU back to Callum and I can get my car today, although there's more issues. My Grand unfortunately has to go to for a checkup at the hospital at about lunchtime, which means my mom has to take her, and then it means I haven't got a lift to be dropped off at Callum so I can pick up my own car. So that kind of just complicates the whole issue. However, so we didn't think then we'd have enough time to finish my car today. However, there's a slight bright side, but hidden within the bright side is more crap. Callum and I were looking into the launch control, and the ECU has capability of doing it. However, we need like different triggers and so on and so forth. Basically, we need a couple more parts and so on and so forth. Callum has them, but it's going to take time and blah blah blah. And to be honest with you, because of my gearbox and diff, they're not the upgraded types that can hold the extra torque and the extra power. The sudden dump of maximum torque with a launch control setup will mean that I'll blow up my gearbox or diff. So it's kind of redundant. Basically, I would have launch control basically to just show off at meets or shows or whatever. Or if somebody's riding completely up my arse, I can just go and shoot flames at them. And then we can go up my arse again. However, so we can't do that now anyway, which is sad and upsets me to my core, but it's fine because then it means that I don't even have the chance to break my gearbox or diff, which with the luck that I've been having with my car recently is probably a good thing. So yeah, but it does mean then Callum has to do less work, which means that we can actually just get my ECU plugged in, coils wired up. They're actually all already wired. Basically, Callum just has to put my ECU back in, tighten this single coil that we took out just to make sure that everything was correct for the ECU, and clip in, tell ECU do work, and then it go burp. I just realized I should probably be filming this whole situation. So I've gone to Callum, he's plugged in the coils and the ECU. But a problem, because that's just how this has been going, if anyone's been following. For some reason, coil 1 and 3 are not getting spark. We think that there's maybe a bad earth or something, so I will catch you guys up and probably try to put my phone somewhere for a little bit of a time lapse so that this video actually has some form of entertaining content, besides me just talking. Oh shit.
Yeah, so one wire is off, the one trigger wire is off.
Okay, no. I was gonna say, do you know what else is actually a concern? What broke that? When there was the rats and stuff.
Ah, that could have done it, yeah.
But it seems too close to the plug.
Yeah. I don't know.
The possibilities.
It's, yeah.
So I must tell you, I got Elden Ring.
Oh, yes?
So good.
Dude, don't judge me, but I've just started playing for the first time Skyrim.
Oh, you know how close I was to sending you a Skyrim meme today, and I was just like, I don't actually know if you played Skyrim or not.
I never did, but like, I love Fallout, so...
So is it at this point in the video that I play the funny Italian music? Like
Yes.
Music? Or is this the point where I play the sad music and I have like rain and grayscale all going on? I don't know if this is now at the funny point or if this is at the point where we give up and, you know, just go home and cry.
Dad, how good are you at planning class? Badly. So let's put this back in. I'm just going to hold the wire on and see if it actually fires on all 4 cylinders in the right order. If it's not, I'm just going to cut that plug right off and solder the wires directly.
I wonder if that's why my old coils were maybe cutting out. Maybe I didn't actually need new coils at all. And maybe I just spent a whole bunch of money for no fucking reason.
Okay, go for it. rev it a little bit. Hang on. Why is it not running on all cylinders? Okay, shut it off. That's a spare one.
Is it a spare one? Oh, okay.
Just
I was gonna say, listen, if we bring that down. Is there a way to test the coils / the plugs themselves? Because maybe the power's going to them, but maybe they dead or something.
So that's why I was checking for sparks, so I want to do it
okay,
again.
yeah, of course.
1 eternity later.
Okay, so good news, we found out what's wrong. Callum wired it according to the little marks that the previous owner had written on the coils on the order. Now realizing that that was a dumb idea because the previous owners clearly knew nothing on what they were doing, and they had labeled 3 and... Was it 3 and 4 that were swapped?
Yeah, 3 and 4 were
Okay,
swapped.
3 and 4 were swapped. So now Callum's got to rewire which cable goes to which and the triggers and stuff. So, yay, but at least we found the issue now. So while Callum's busy heating the things to shrink wrap it and fix the wiring issues, look, he just pointed this out to me and I've just noticed. Do you guys notice anything different? AKA, no glue, because Callum's a wizard as per normal. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Callum, for being a wizard.
Callum's OCD and can't leave it alone.
It's fine. I'm thankful that Callum is OCD and can't leave shit alone. She runs and properly. Yay! Okay, I'll do some more like driving and stuff. Probably tomorrow. And like show that on camera and stuff. Obviously can't go into boost. Have to do the run-in time for the clutch, so they can be bedded in and stuff properly still. But the car runs. Yay! Okay, so Callum's gone to go get his laptop now, so we can just do a little bit of final tuning and stuff. There we go. But this is how it looks. So Callum's got obviously all the wiring in now. It's all tucked away, all nice and neat, except for my wires, which look grody there in the back. I really need to deal with that at some point. But anyway, but yeah, I really like my little plate with a little logo at the back. I think that looks very neat. Although my engine bay desperately needs a clean. It's very grody down there, and yeah. So I was saying to Callum, he's done such a nice job now on the outside, and it's so pretty and clean. And now my poor engine bay looks so disgusting. So yeah, as you can see, I'm at the shop. I've actually driven my car pretty much for a weekend now. I picked up my car on last week Friday, and I've been driving it around. So I will very quickly walk you through kind of how everything feels. And then we actually going to go do a quick run to go buy some service parts, because it's been actually now over a year since I last did a service on my car. It needs a service, so we're going to go pick up some parts. But yeah, let me very briefly walk you guys through. I'm kind of regretting that I didn't film my first reaction to it, but in the same breath, it's a lot of drama. This is why I didn't film it. Cam's shop is very far, so climbing into my car, I kind of just want to climb in, and it was late. Kind of want to just climb into my car and go before I get stuck in traffic, and I don't want to be chatting to a camera, and then also I'm worried with my camera here on my dash and stuff. It makes me a little bit nervous. So I didn't land up filming my first reactions, but I will tell you my first reactions. First things first, the clutch. It feels really weird because it basically feels very soft. Well, actually, no, it feels very stiff for the first bit, and then, like, there's nothing. Sorry. Because it's basically a button clutch now. It is an on-off switch, essentially. And it is quite aggressive, and it is quite vibraty and shaky unless you like properly throttle it out. And also, new clutch, I am still learning it. It will be a lot better as it is over this weekend already. I am learning the bite point so I can drag the clutch a little bit to make it more smooth and stuff, as you do. So that was the first initial thoughts there. Oh my word, is the clutch aggressive. But it's actually really fun and nice. I won't lie. You can feel it grab, and it's actually, I don't know how to describe it. It's a very reassuring after, you know, the car's like been having obviously clutch issues and slipping. It's very reassuring on how grippy it is. So that's nice. Second, when Callum had my gearbox out, he put in a new plastic essentially that goes around, so I don't have much noise coming through my gearbox anymore, so that's great, or the hole here by my gearbox. As well as he tightened up all the bushings and stuff within the shifter, and he also topped up the oil at the top of the shifter, which I've never done. Oh my word, did that change the feel of my gearbox altogether. Don't get me wrong, this morning, cold start, gearbox was cold, still clunks into gear, it fights every now and then, but the gears, I don't know how to describe. I might actually take my camera and try to show you guys now. Oh my word, do the gears feel nice now. So I'm going to attempt to show you guys here. So it doesn't wobble, it's so stiff and neat and tidy now. I don't know how else to really describe it. And then it's stiff. I don't know how else to describe it besides it's stiff, but it feels so good. Like, oh my damn, does that feel good. It basically feels like a rebuild kit is what Callum's done. He hasn't, but it feels like that. And just nice minty shifts and stuff. Oh, and and there's like barely any wobble anymore. It feels so nice and stiff and crisp now to change gears and stuff. Obviously, I haven't been smashing through the gears because I'm still waiting for said clutch to be bedded in. So I don't really know how the throw is now that it's nice and stiff. But to just casually drive it now, oh my gosh, does this feel so much nicer to drive. It's just such minty, crisp shifts, and there's like no wobble, and it's nice and stiff. Oh, it feels so good. It doesn't feel as tight as when I picked it up. I think, you know, now that the car's been driven and it's been loosened up a little bit, but it still feels like tenfold better than what it used to. So let's go pick up some stuff, and then I'll take you guys for a drive whilst we go about. So the guy that gave me the clutch, see, no bouncing, I've learned already. The guy that built this clutch for me, he told Callum, I actually wasn't told anything for a run-in period, but he told Callum, with Callum's clutch, about 1,000 to 2,000 kilometers run-in. Callum said to me he did 100 to 200 because our cars don't make that much horsepower, and then he just sent it and his clutch was fine. That's very bouncy, I'm very sorry. I'm going to give mine basically my petrol tank, which should give me to about 200 miles, which is just over 300 kilometers, I think, or something like that, if I'm right. Which is a fair bit, a fair chunk. And then I'll start putting in power and stuff. There's the bouncing. I'll start putting in power and stuff. If it starts to slip, Callum basically told me to just tap off, give it another petrol tank, is what I decided. Oh, the gears feel so minty. Oh, there's the bouncing. I am still obviously learning it and learning where it grabs and so on and so forth, so it is a little bit weird every now and then, and I have to dump the clutch or rev it out or something to try and grab it. But yeah. Oi. Oh, so bouncy. Yo, came flying around the corner, but then drives at 12. Lovely. Anyway, so come on. Yeah, still not fully used to the clutch. But yeah, okay. Well, the gears feel fantastic now. I'm actually I like messaged Callum as I drove back, and I said to him, "Listen, I don't know what you did for why the gears feel so stiff and tightened up now, but thank you for whatever you did, because that was amazing." I'm sorry, I think I broke my camera, well, the thing that I used to hold my phone up there, the little thing, so I think it's a little bit bouncier than usual, unfortunately. Well, see, I'm still learning the clutch. I still have to. And because it's basically nothing bites, it's a little bit weird for me to get used to. Let me put it to you this way. As somebody who's never driven a button clutch before, I think I got driven in a single car that has a button clutch. Although Corin's car should have also had a button clutch, now I think about it. But anyway, it's really weird, and it definitely takes some getting used to. Oh, I missed the turbo noises. I've missed it all. Okay, and here we are back at the shop with said turbo Miata. So this is where I'm going to leave today's episode, I think, because it's at this point that, sorry, I'm very shaky. It's at this point that, well, things are kind of done and I'm just going to do a service. And I'm sure this video is long enough at this point. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like and a comment down below. And please remember about my Patreon. Might be something worth considering, because I do plan, if it starts to grow, I do plan on actually making, posting my videos there first, so you can watch ad-free. And I know that's a big thing for a lot of people these days. So yeah, until next time guys, I hope you did enjoy. Goodbye.